The ladies really stepped up to the challenge today. We're playing without our best player, and we have all year long, and I don't think a lot of people really realize that. Big East freshman of the year, first team all Big East player, and she's our senior, our leader, so we came into the game without her, and I thought our kids stepped up and did a great job. They just wore us down. Obviously, they have so many weapons. We tried to take away their top two, and I thought we did a tremendous job of that in the first half. They wore us down a little bit in the second half, and they made plays when they had to. But they're a great program, and I thought it was a great basketball game for everybody to watch tonight. I hope you enjoyed it.
Questions for the players?
Amber, knowing that you were from South and this is your first time, playing in Maggie District basketball. Can you give me your feelings about that, and also your performance on the court today?
Coming out and shoot around, I was a little nervous. Like the arena is big. I never played in a big arena like this, and just imagining all the people that were going to be in the seats, filling up the arena, and playing a number one team in the country. I guess I was kind of nervous being a freshman, but knowing that I had to step up, I was just preparing myself, getting my head right.
Question for Mr. Virginia. How you definitely knew the score in the game, losing every 23 points. Did you feel like you and Shaniqua had to really take the load down, like Shaniqua out from it, and now Nadira went out with the injury? You feel like you had to shoulder the load to actually help the team get come along?
I think from the beginning of the season, we knew every single person. It just wasn't me or Shaniqua. The whole team had to step up because our best player was out, and I think we did a good job at that for this game.
What do you guys take out of this? I mean, for the first 25, 30 minutes, you guys were right there with the number one team in the country.
I mean, obviously we didn't come here to lose, but the first half we played really great and followed the game plan, and I'm excited because Coach sees a lot of improvement. We also see a lot of improvement, but it was the number one team in the country. But I'm excited for the rest of the season. To know that we can play like that is exciting.
Anything else for the players? Thanks.
See? Good job.
Thank you very much. 2 down. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, questions for Coach?
Kim, I know it's early, obviously, she just got hurt, but getting potentially one back this weekend, and now you may have lost another.
Isn't that pretty stinky? That's really stinky. I thought Nadira was unbelievable. I mean, are you kidding? Like, Odyssey Sims is supposed to be the best, if not the best point guard in the country, and I thought Nadira McKenna in the first half shined. And that's, she, as much as Deshina has been our leading scorer, our leading rebounder for the last 3 years, obviously Nadira makes our team better. She's special, and no one can do really for us, what she can do. It's been funny. It's been one of those years I haven't had one in a really long time. People talk about them all the time, and I think we've been fortunate. We've been blessed the last couple of years to stay, injury-free, to have everybody participating at all times. And this year, that kind of really hasn't happened. Going into the year, we had such high expectations, and now when we look at what we've lost and who we have on the court at times, we are still young and inexperienced. I think from my standpoint, obviously it hurts, but the kids are getting better. I mean, you've been to a lot of our games. I mean, we're really improving. We're really getting better. They love to play. They buy into what we're doing. So, I'm sure they'll rally around Nadira. We'll be excited about Deshina, and we'll just do the best that we can. We'll find out, hopefully more tomorrow.
Coach, when you look up the scoreboard, so you were up 36-30. Yeah. What were you thinking?
We talked about it at halftime. I thought the kids were a little too excited at the half. I wanted them to be excited about it, but I knew we had 20 more minutes, and I knew they were going to make a run. At half, we had done a tremendous job on Sims, and I knew that she was going to want to, make more of an impact in the second half. The first 3 or 4 times down the floor, she had the ball in her hands, and she was really looking to go. So I knew that it was going to be difficult, but we came out at the start of the second half and scored those quick buckets and went up 36-30. I looked up and I was like, okay, you know, can we sustain this? And I think that's our biggest thing right now, and our biggest challenge is keeping that level of consistency. To be able to do it against this team tonight for as long as we did was tremendous. I thought we probably finished, I mean, there was just a spurt in there, maybe from the 16-minute mark to the 11-minute mark, where they really scored on us and we weren't able to score. Other than that, I mean, it was pretty much even basketball. So we just gotta, you know, we gotta be more consistent and get a little bit better at that. But it was nice to see, you know, it was really good to see that our kids stepped up. They were focused, they did follow the game plan, and I think it gave them a belief that, hey, we could play with anyone. You know, we could play with anyone. And that was really nice to see.
Coach, I think that period you're talking about was 18-3 run. What?
Thanks. I didn't really know the details, but thanks. Yeah, 18-3.
What do you attribute that to?
Well, you know what's funny is actually during that run, I believe Amber picked up her 4th foul, and she came out of the game, and we put a guard in. We played like kind of a little bit of a wacky defense that was kind of really successful, and we put a guard in for Amber, so the guard became the person that was fronting Griner, and she struggled. She had worked at that assignment, and she struggled with that, and I thought that Griner scored. I don't know the details of it, but I think she scored a bunch during that
She scored
period.
3 straight from that point, because she had 9 at half.
Yeah, and I think it was that period of time where, you know, Amber kind of got in foul trouble. You know, the other part that hurt us a little bit during that time is we had a couple easy buckets that we missed that resulted in transition for them. We did a great job with defensive transition and limiting their easy buckets, and then during that spurt they had long rebounds that resulted in easier baskets for them. So those are 2 things that we're really, you know, focusing on now.
Because I know you said earlier you got a little tired. In the first half, you guys held it 3 shots.
Right.
I think the period you're talking about is when they threw the lobster.
Right.
And I think that...
And they also, when they missed, they also got offensive rebound. Looking at the stats at half, we were up rebounding, 22-20, which was, you know, pretty good. And then in the second half, you know, they had 24 to our 13, and a lot of them were on the offensive end. So that really hurts you too. And when Amber's out of the game for us, offensively, she offensive rebounds, she keeps balls alive, she gets tips. When she's out, we were 1 shot and back.
Coach, everybody knows about Brittany and Odyssey. Does Baylor, I mean, does it make it tougher when you've got the other weapons that they have surrounding them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for us, we had to make a decision, you know, pick your poison. So we said we're going to try to let somebody else beat us. And that's why we left number 3 open. We're like, okay, you know, if she beats us, that's okay. That's what we're going to try to do. And we knew Pope was really going to, we kind of played off of her too, but we knew that we would get hurt with her on the glass on the second chance points. But she did a tremendous job. And Kamitra, is that her name? Number 30? No, Jordan. Jordan, I mean, she made some big plays penetrating on us when she had to. So those other kids really stepped up, and I mean, they're players too. We just had to decide. I mean, when you go down their stats and when you watch them on film, everything really runs through Griner and Sims. So we felt like if we could take them out, it would give us a better chance to win. But those other kids are ball players. I mean, they're doing a great job.
Anything else for Coach? You good?